just outside the town of Hanna, and it's just north of the Canadian River. Our property actually backs up to it, so we're down here, and it looks like we have our first critter of the day. Hello, my name is McDermott. I'm the Wildlife Technician for Muscogee Nation. Today we're down at Hanna at one of the properties that we manage. Today we're going to be running a trap line. We have a few target species: raccoon, possum, coyote, and bobcat. We're trapping these predators to help manage their populations and hopefully increase our ground nesting bird populations. I got about 30 sets out today. Hopefully we have a good catch. It's been a little bit warm, but I think it's going to be a good day. So let's go get on the trap line. We're down here, and it looks like we have our first critter of the day. Little raccoon.
Well, I'm Jacob Daniels. I'm a wildlife biologist here with the Muscogee Creek Nation, and if you take a look here, we got ourselves a little raccoon here in a foothold, and looks like it took the bait quite well. But we're here trying to take care of these raccoons and get our ground nesting population of birds back up. We got some quail on this property along with some turkeys, so we're glad to be out here trying to do our best to control our populations.
My name is Brooklyn Bartling. I'm a lead wildlife biologist out here. To kind of cabbage on what he's talking about, we did a turkey restoration project out here on this property specifically. So we really want to focus on trapping nest predators out here to go ahead and double up on what we've already been trying to protect the entire time.
Alrighty, so we just caught a coon out of this set. That's why it's all, you see our trap circle here. I'll just show you what kind of the tools and the process of setting a foothold trap, what it takes and how to do it. So right here is our foothold trap. We already got it staked in the ground. Like I said, I've caught 2 raccoons out of this set. We're just going to remake it. It's got their scent well around it, so there's a good possibility that we're going to have a recatch. So basic thing is this trap's already got set. I have some wool under it. What this wool does here is it keeps debris, dirt, sticks, whatever, from getting under the pan. They'll step on this pan, and that's what triggers the trap. So I'll go ahead and dig me a little hole to put this trap in. Most of the time you should be wearing gloves. I just forgot. That's just something I forgot today. So, but we usually wear gloves to do this. And what I'm doing here is just bedding this trap. I'll make this trap solid in the dirt. So when if the animal doesn't step on this pan but kind of steps to the side of it, it's not wiggling and they get a little weary of that. So it's called bedding the trap. We'll go ahead and I'll stick this in here nice and tight and make sure there's no wiggle in it. Thank you. Alright, so the trap is now bedded. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up with dirt. And I use this shifter to make sure I get fine dirt in there and it's not clogging up that trap. So that trap is now concealed, and I'm going to make a dirt hole, and that's going to imitate a mouse or a mole or something that's living in that hole. I'm going to go ahead and put some bait in there and some lure, and whatever critter, bobcat, raccoon, possum, whatever that may be, is going to come work that set and check out that hole, and hopefully we can go ahead and catch them. When I bait a set, I'll take I usually take 2 different baits and a lure, whether that be urine or some type of gland lure, and I'll just find me a small stick and take this bait and drop it in there. There is a plethora of bait that people use. Some bait works better than others, and there's species specific bait. We're just using a all predator bait. And I'll shove that in there. And I'll take some bobcat urine and just kind of drill some around. Depending on the wind, critters will be able to smell that from a decent ways, and we set on trails and we set on sign to hopefully enhance our chances of catch. So at this time, this trap is pretty much done, and we'll go ahead and move to our next one.
All right. Well, we have a dog-proof trap here, and it was knocked over. It might have got messed with last night, and all the bait is gone. So I'm taking some graham crackers here, and I'm just crushing them up in my hand, and I'm sticking them down inside the dog-proof, leaving a little bit on the side so they might get a little enticed to stick their hand in there and hopefully catch a raccoon tomorrow.
All right, so we're on a creek. Coons run creeks. There's crawfish, little fish that they love to eat on. So as you can see, we caught ourselves a coon. This is where I put a lot of my dog proofs to. That's just where these coons like to be at. So we have a lot of success around creeks like this.
All right. On to the next.
Another one. Don't get me, you little dude.
All right, you're good.
Okay, so one of the reasons that we trap out here at Hanna, it is one of our most used properties for wildlife management and for our citizens to come hunt on. We have done turkey trapping projects in the past where we were funded by NWTF to basically do telemetry backpacks on turkeys. The reason that we hit this place hard is because this is where we caught most of our turkeys. We're going after nest predators during trapping season, so that's things like raccoons, possums, skunks. They like wooded areas, well so do turkeys. They like an open canopy cover, well so do raccoons. They will show up and just go through this type of property that's got a pretty decent canopy cover for what turkeys like. So we're really just trying to take away all the predators to let our easterns and Rios have a better population for next spring. Trapping is one of the last things to do for turkey population management. However, it is a good thing to do if your habitat is kind of baseline where you're at. It is one of the things that you can cabbage on for. As far as that goes, the end of the season is February 28th. It's the last day of February, so we're close to the end of the season. Our catches are kind of slowing down a little bit, but we've had a good day. We've got 4 so far, so hopefully we just keep catching more. Earlier I was talking about different things, different techniques you could do to manage your properties, and I said that you could cabbage on with trapping and habitat management. And I want to just talk for a second. Cabbage on is a paraphrase for add on to or also do on top of, just to kind of clear any air there.
Jay, you tell me what you just did.
Okay. So I just finished remaking the set that we had just caught this raccoon in. And so right here is my pan. And I'm going to go ahead and create a little bit of guiding here. So guiding is pretty much using the natural landscape around you to kind of funnel in an animal to kind of maneuver them in a way to step on your pan. So what I'll do is, since this raccoon made a big catch circle and tore up the grass and made a little dirt mound here, I'm pretty much going to push up the sides a little bit, kind of make a little bit of a V here so that they'll step right where my pan is right here. And then I'll come in here with my drill. Got a little auger bit on here, and I'll make my dirt hole. Or to put a little bit of wool down in my dirt hole sets, just because it acts like, pretty much it looks like a mouse down in a hole. So I'll stick a little bit of wool down in there to give it a little bit of an eye appeal to a hole, and on top of the scents, and sometimes that helps entice critters to take a little bit more of a gander inside.
All right, so right here is we have a permanent pig trap. We've caught dozens of pigs out of this. A lot of times when we notice pigs, whether that's we catch them on camera or we get hunter sightings or whatever, we know that there's pigs in this area. We'll go ahead, dump corn in this, and get these pigs used to coming in. And then we have a door here. It's tied up now, but we usually run a string over our bait, and when those pigs go in here, they'll hit that string, and that'll cause that door to shut down. That door can be opened up this way, but they can't open it up from the inside. So a lot of times we'll catch 5 to 10 pigs every time we catch. So it's a good tool, a good management tool that we have in our pocket.
And
all right, so that finishes our day on the trap line. We ended up with 5 coons, or 6 coons, sorry. It was a decent day. We put a dent in those nest predators. We're going to stay at it. We got just a few more days left of the season, so we're going to hit it hard. We're going to try to catch a few coyotes, a few bobcats. Those are some predators that take a hard hit on our turkey numbers. So we're going to stay at it, and hopefully we can have some more success before end of season. I think these guys got a few other things they're going to do today, and I'll let them talk about what their day entails. So
I think for the rest of the day we're going to go to one of our other properties that we manage. We have a grant for pig disease testing, so we're on the back side of everything else we're doing, also trying to trap pigs. So we're going to go put up one of our pig brig nets, hopefully catch this week.
Well, we appreciate everyone tuning in today, and we're going to keep trapping pigs and nest predators, and we'll see you next time.